Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Hong Kong International Airport. I'm at Terminal 1. I'm taking you on a journey headed west. I've never flown east to west towards Europe. It's usually the other way around from North America, west to east. We're taking Air France today on this 13.5-hour journey over to Paris. Terminal 1 here is so massive. They have plenty of food options, outside security, while you wait to check in, because that's exactly what I have to do because I'm super early. It is a night flight. We leave at 10 o'clock tonight, which is several hours from now. I still gotta wait 1 or 2 hours before I can drop my bag at check-in. If you look behind me, you see these blue markers hanging down. There's 10 rows, A through K, of check-in desks. You can imagine how massive and busy this airport can get. Now, your best way to get to the airport is by train. Here, have a look. Your journey begins on Hong Kong Island, where you find Hong Kong Station nestled up to Victoria Harbour. A train ticket will cost you 115 Hong Kong dollars. Now don't worry, that's only roughly $15 US. And for the kiddos, it's half that price. The journey will take you only 24 minutes each way. Or you can take taxis, buses, but the train is the most efficient. But let's wander this airport. Let's kill some time, maybe grab a bite to eat before we can check in. Hanging above the entrance as you walk in is what appears to be a replica of the Wright Brothers Flyer. The terminal has 2 levels, the arrivals below and the departures above. If you choose to, there's lots of places you can wander, get your steps in. I think literally half mile or so if you walk the most outer part of the terminal. But if you go down one of those little ramp bridges kind of towards arrivals hall or towards the train, it is very empty. So if you're a fellow nerd like me, continue down that corridor and you can plane spot if you have plenty of time, because you just might end up with views like this. $747 coming over my head. That sounds so beautiful.
2 hours later.
It is time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go check in. Oh, did I mention we are flying economy today? So here's your economy experience on Air France. The boards are pretty simple. Just find your airline and then find your aisle, and that's where your check-in is. Definitely a little line still. Woohoo! Counters are open. Let's see how long it takes. So that took an hour, but I will take full blame for part of it. Change of plans. We are now flying premium economy. I couldn't pass up $275 for premium economy upgrade rather than being squished in the back, the very back, almost the tail. That's roughly $20 to $21 an hour. Let's get through security and finally head in. As you come out of security and like a passport control area, you got tons of shops and restaurants right off the bat. But it is a super long walk to gate 43 that I'm going out of. So let's head that way. I think the lounge is along the way. And here's a fun fact. This terminal is 3/4 of a mile long. There's a train you can take rather than walking forever. Now my wonder is, how long does it take to get to the train compared to walking it all the way down? And see, we're way down there. And now after coming up the escalators, you want to turn right. And you got that sign right there. The Centurion Lounge, if you have it, is located at gate 60. I'm unsure where the Priority Pass Lounge is, if there is one. Once I get to this one, I would look and let you know. Wow, look at this door. Let's go get checked in. This lounge seemed to have a smaller footprint than normal, but that's okay. It had a bar, had good seating, and had a delicious buffet with lots to choose from. And if you know, you know, I had to get some bubbly. Might as well get a second one. Delicious. This lounge is pretty solid. It's perched up above the rest of the waiting area. So, had it been daylight, that is a sweet view of airplane. Continuing on over, you can kind of see it. Time to go. Gotta make my way to the gate. Back behind me here is the Plaza Premium Lounge, and that is your priority pass lounge. There's always gonna be a line, just heads up. Plan ahead. If you want extra time, come early. The area just below all the lounges has amazing looking food, has bars, has Eastern and Western fare foods. So you got plenty to choose from. You're not stuck with one cuisine or the other. After about a 5-minute walk, I made it to the gate, only to see a big crowd. There's our bird right there. This 7-year-old 787 will be taking us the journey across. Premium economy is nestled between business and regular economy with 21 seats. And today I'm sitting in 10D. It's nice when airports have a nice big water station like that. So doing that upgrade did two things. Priority for my luggage, and I board in Zone 2 now, Sky Priority. As I made my way through the crowd, I found my Zone 2 boarding group. Thank you. So that was definitely quicker than I thought. Everybody was just kind of hodgepodge all together. And then they separated all the zones and on we go. Let's get on this baby. This way, please, sir. Starting things off with a seat tour, you have a plug to your bottom left and the remote. Moving on to the seat itself, it has 19 inches of width. The recline is 130 degrees and the pitch is 40 inches. Over your right shoulder is what they call a gooseneck reading lamp and your quote-unquote noise-canceling headphones. But hey, better than shoving earphones in your ear. In your left armrest, you will find the tray table, and you will also find the touchscreen display, which is 13.3 inches, which is just bigger than a regular economy seat. This part of the cabin is a 232 configuration. These seats come with a leg rest, but I'm too tall for it, being 6 foot, for it to do any good. Since I'm at the bulkhead, I must store my bag because there's no under-the-seat storage in front of me. This plane has Wi-Fi, but for a fee. And for all you families out there, this bulkhead has 2 bassinet connectors in the wall in front of you. Just ask the flight crew for assistance. I'm all settled in and ready to push back. Since I don't have a window, this will be the view as we push and fly. But since it's a night flight, that's okay. Soon the cabin went pitch black, making for a very cozy and enjoyable ride. The inner av geek in me was loving the view outside the window, all these 777s parked that we were passing during this long taxi. This was a rather bumpy takeoff, but soon we were in the air, making our way west, 13 and a half hours to Charles de Gaulle in Paris. I turned on my little reading light to add some light to the situation while I got out my IFE to see what was on board. And for those that don't know, IFE stands for In-Flight Entertainment. Instead of paper, they choose electronic. In the comments below, tell me which dish you would choose to eat tonight. As you're getting the tray table out, if you'll notice, the IFE gets in the way a little, so you have to pull the tray table back towards you to unfold it. There was plenty to choose from for entertainment, and I really enjoyed the setup of the screen. As I'm scrolling to pick a movie, let's get these headphones out and give it a try. As I'm doing that, the food cart pushes through the curtain. I went with the orzo pasta, which is actually a vegetarian dish, with green salad. I'm not too fond of lemon, but lemon cake was pretty damn good. And would you look at that, more bubbly. Either I was super hungry, or that food was really good. To top it all off, they gave out some chocolate, and I got some tea as well.
Many hours later.
Just getting my stretches in. My legs are tight. This cabin was extremely pitch black. The only things illuminating it was the sign and the remotes, along with people's screens too, of course. Here's how our journey has looked so far. As I looked for another movie to watch, the cabin lights started to slowly come on. Let there be light. Let's talk about this blanket. It was super warm, soft and comfortable. You'd almost think it was a business class blanket. Another amenity to point out is this safe kit. It has a mask, gloves, and hand sanitizer. With the lights not being on, you could hear the flight crew getting ready for snack service. They handed out these very full snack boxes, and what was inside was apple juice, a warm roll, some yogurt, some fruit, and what looked like spanakopita. All delicious. I actually ate my watermelon. Before long, we were starting to descend, and it was time to put the tray table up and get ready for landing. We'd run across some turbulence, making things a lot bumpier as we descended through the rough clouds. They opened up the curtain, giving me a view of business class. One day I'll be up there too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be landing shortly. Please fasten and adjust your seatbelt.
As we taxi to the gate, let's recap this flight. Always think, it never hurts to ask what the upgrade costs are, and I'm glad I did it. It was definitely well worth the money because I didn't want to be scrunched into the row I was already in. Next was the food. The food was great. I really enjoyed it. Some of the better premium economy or economy food I've had. Thank you. If you made it this far, I can't thank you enough, and I hope you enjoyed the journey as much as I did. If so, hit that thumb for me. Subscribe if you're not already. Leave a comment on what you want to see next time, and see you in the next adventure. Can't wait. Welcome to Charles de Gaulle International Airport in Paris, France.